Did you know Japan has a thing? If you go there, they don't they can arrest you and put you in jail, but they never have to accuse you of anything or take you to trial.
I've heard that. Yeah.
There's Americans who have gone there and they're just like, I'm gonna steal a candy bar, and they're in jail for 2 years with no trial or lawyers or anything.
So they can arrest you with no reason.
If they think you committed a crime, they can arrest you, and then they just interrogate you all day until you confess. And if you don't, they just keep. They can do a 2-week hold, and then at the end of every 2 weeks, a judge just keeps signing a new hold over and over again.
Weird. They have it seems they're always arresting a guy who's stealing bubble gum or something. Mm-hmm. And then the other thing is the detectives, work for a few years, and they finally bust a case where a high school girl disappeared, and it turns out she was raped 9,000 times. Yeah. And then they finally get to the bottom of it and arrest an entire village of people. There
are cases in Japan where they're this 7-year-old disappeared and she was raped by 2 6-year-olds. And you're like, oh my God. They did weird, the movie Audition type shit.
Yeah, it's really, when you read about those cases, because there's a lot of famous cases like that where it's children raping and killing other children. Mm-hmm. And when you look into it, you're the detectives should be they should be children too.
Yeah, they should all be
There should just be a
babies.
kid division of the police force in Japan where they smoke cigarettes and have little briefcases and ride around on tricycles and stuff.
Yeah. There should be a little baby black chief that's always firing everybody.
Yeah.
He goes, you're off the case. Yeah. I think that would be good.
Yeah.
Japan's fucked up.
Yeah, just walking around with a briefcase full of shit. Literal shit.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine everywhere in Japan it just
just trying to I don't know.
Yeah, it's a honey, you forgot your briefcase full of pee-pee. Oh, sorry, Aru. Going, it's sloshing like a milk jug, just walking
that is very funny. A Japanese guy in the subway, his briefcase falls open and piss goes everywhere. He goes, oh, sorry, Aru. And then he ceremonially gets on his knees and then drinks the piss off of the subway floor.
Like a cat.
Yeah. Yeah. No, Japan. I mean, the subways in Japan are great because they literally put people in the overhead storage if it's too full.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
No, I mean, I'm joking, but have you seen those videos where it's it's 80 people over capacity and then they're pushing 30 more people on the fucking train. It's insane.
They do everything right over there.
It's all about efficiency.
They have suck me off bars. Have we talked about that?
Yeah.
They have
we talked about that a couple times.
The blowjob bars.
Yeah, you walk up, you go, I'd like to get sucked off, please. Mm-hmm. It's like a girl on roller skates. Just gives you a chocolate milkshake and then starts sucking you off.
And weirdly, that makes them more productive because if we had that here, I'd lose every job I've ever had.
Yeah.
I would never leave the suck off bar.
They really live for the weekends.
Yeah.
That's their whole life.
I know it's very funny. They're going to TGI Fridays and getting sucked off. Yeah.
They're getting their oil changed, getting sucked off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Can you imagine? It's we record the podcast. We're hey, you want to go to Chili's? We'll watch the Wizards game and get sucked off. Not even a premiere. It's an off night basketball game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't their president, Shinzo Abe, didn't he get killed with a potato gun or something? They blew his head off with a t-shirt cannon.
He literally got killed with a Donkey Kong weapon. it was made out of bamboo and coconuts. It was insane.
They chopped his head off with a turtle shell.
No, I mean it was extremely badass. Yeah, it was literally 2 tubes with Coke can tops.
Yeah.
Crunched up into it.
Yeah, he got killed with a Pokemon ball. Mm-hmm. It was it was crazy.
Yeah.
Someone turned a Nintendo 64 game controller into a bong and then somehow turned that into a machine gun and killed them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hey.
They're so inventive.
They're really inventive.
I mean, which shows how great Japanese people are. They have one gun in the entire country and they killed the president with it.
That's incredible.
Yeah. I think we literally have 2 guns for every living human and presidents have just been getting away squeaky clean.
Yeah, it's almost like they're orchestrating the whole thing.
Oh, man. Dude, you just blew my fucking mind right now.
Right.
Mind equals blown. Epically blown, sir. Epically blown again.
Whew.
Yeah, I think they also didn't they kill Shinso Abe because he's I'm raising the retirement age by 1 day or something, and they blew his brains out.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was France. France was literally like, okay, we're raising the retirement age from 59 to 60, and they're like, we're burning fucking everything down.
That's right. Wasn't something going on in France right now? Weren't they all rioting? Like, didn't a guy get shot by the police, and they're all pissed because it's like one less person to rape?
Yeah, somebody got shot by the police, and they're like, it was a 12-year-old. They're like, that's prime veal. Over
Roman
there.
Polanski's leading the charge. Yeah.
Yeah, I would never. If I was in France, I would never get in the, like, don't play hero over there if you see something going on. You'll get hung in the town square. If you see a guy, going after a young something or another, just turn a blind eye. That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. You just got to let them, when in Rome. Let them do what they're going to do. They love Serge Gainsbourg. They love...
Who's Serge Gainsbourg?
He's that guy who had a bunch of songs in France. He was a big like pop culture he wrote like French pop songs and stuff, and they were all sexy. And he would be like, he had a song where he's like, and it's like the bass line like it's stuff like that. And he's like, and he's talking in French, but I'm just going to translate. He's like, it doesn't matter what is her age. It doesn't matter. What gender is she? It doesn't matter. How young is she? It doesn't matter. Don't ask. And that was like the biggest song in France in like 1986.
It's like, it sounds like it's really nice.
It's so romantic.
Yeah.
Right. What is that song about? Ratatouille? What's it about? Like, oh no, it's about how you should fuck babies. Yeah. I mean, I think I've talked about it in the show, but not Japan, France in the 70s, there was like a major movement to abolish the age of consent completely. And it was like like Neil deGrasse Tyson and like Bill Nye the Science Guy were like signing. They're like, you should be able to fuck babies. Like, this is a weird esoteric law that I can't fuck a baby.
That's the thing is like, how was it ever illegal there? Like, how did it ever become illegal to fuck babies?
I think they accidentally made it illegal.
They accidentally did.
They were writing the age of consent, and they wrote 4, and somebody accidentally put a 1 in front of it. And they're like, fuck, chocolat bleu. Fuck, I cannot fuck my baby niece. Yeah. I cannot shove a big bread up a pussy.
He's doing an Italian guy now.
I know, yeah.
Dude, I found out, by the way, Charlotte Gainsbourg is the daughter of Serge Gainsbourg, and that tells you how fucked up that guy was.
Who's Charlotte Gainsbourg?
Did you ever see Nymphomaniac Part 1 or Part 2, the Lars von Trier movie?
I'm aware of the movie.
I'm aware of it, yeah.
The movie is essentially like real sex scenes of her and Shia LaBeouf getting fucked by like huge guys from Africa. That's like the whole movie, and everyone's like, it's insane art. I've never seen anything like it. It's literally you see like Shia LaBeouf's cock going in and out of her ass.
It's like a porno. They actually had sex in it and
Supposedly they actually do fucking it. But the whole movie, she's a nymphomaniac, so she's constantly sucking off people, getting huge cock shoved in her ass, fucked in her mouth, up her pussy, people coming on her, throwing her out windows, people beating the shit out of her.
Yeah.
Some guy catches her like a marlin and then fucks her in the ear and then pushes her back in the ocean. It's crazy.
And everyone at Cannes just gives it like a 2-hour-long standing ovation.
Actually, I think everyone booed it for like 20 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, after it aired. It was one of those at Cannes where like everybody booed.
They were like, boo, where are the children?
Why is she getting fucked by adults? This is disgusting.
Why is the sex consensual? Why does the woman want the sex?
Yeah, it's premiering at Cannes, and they see their first bit of pubic hair, and they go, boo, le boo. Le boo. We are so
pubic hair.
Yeah, what pubic hair? They're like, yeah, with theater glasses. They're like, oh, I saw le hair le pubac.
They built the Eiffel Tower so they could spot children like a sniper.
Yeah.
Oh man.